In 1997, Netflix entered in market. At first, Netflix was just a DVD by mail service, almost the same as Blockbuster. On Blockbuster, you need to go to store, whilst on Netflix, you can get DVD by mail. But the business wasn't going good. Then, Netflix co-founder Mark Randolph came up with a game-changing idea. Customers could pay a monthly fee, get 3 DVDs at a time, keep them as long as they wanted, and whenever they sent one back, Netflix would send another one. This was the birth of the subscription model, something completely new and unheard of at that time. Luckily, customers loved this Netflix's new subscription model. It was something completely different and revolutionary. No late fees, no need to return a movie, and no need to even step outside your home. The DVDs arrived right at your doorstep, and because of this, more and more people coming to Netflix. With this, Netflix started to grow really fast. But suddenly, everything came crashing down. In the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. The stock market collapsed, investors pulled their money, and Netflix suddenly found itself running out of cash. Tensions were rising inside Netflix office. Of course, Netflix was growing fast with its new subscription model, but compared to Blockbuster, it was still very small. In 2000, Netflix made just $5 million in revenue, while Blockbuster made $800 million from late fees alone. The only real advantage Netflix had that Blockbuster was too slow to react to the rise of the internet. Blockbuster's attitude was simple: if it isn't broken, don't fix it. Still, Netflix was scared that Blockbuster might copy their DVD by mail idea, and if that happened, Blockbuster had so much money and power that they could destroy Netflix overnight. Before the dot-com crash, investors were throwing money at any company that had .com in its name. But after the crash, nobody wanted to touch the .com company anymore. Netflix was running out of money fast, and if they couldn't arrange quickly, the company would soon be out of business. At that moment, Netflix founders saw only one option: sell Netflix to Blockbuster. So, Netflix founder Reed used his contacts to set up a meeting with Blockbuster. After a lot of effort, the meeting finally arranged. In the Blockbuster office, both Netflix founders shared their pitch. If Blockbuster and Netflix worked together, they could rule both stores and the online rentals. The Blockbuster CEO listened quietly. When they finished, he said he didn't believe online models like Netflix was sustainable business. Then, almost just out of curiosity, he asked, "What price are you looking to sell Netflix for?" One of the Netflix founders calmly replied, $50 million. At that moment, the Blockbuster executives started laughing. To them, it sounded crazy that during the dot-com crash, a small DVD by mail company thought it was worth $50 million. The Blockbuster CEO tried to hide his smile, but it was clear, Blockbuster wasn't interested in buying Netflix, and to them, Netflix valuation was just a joke. Both Netflix founders were heartbroken and left the meeting. Blockbuster executives didn't know they would one day regret this decision. Back then, $50 million was nothing for Blockbuster. They recently did an IPO and they could easily buy Netflix. If we look at today what Netflix has become, it's clear that this was one of the biggest mistakes in Blockbuster's history. However, for now, Blockbuster had different plans. That same year, they partnered with Enron to launch online movie streaming, basically the same thing Netflix is doing today. But the deal failed miserably. Remember, this was the year 2000 when fast internet wasn't common and most people didn't even have internet at home. Because of that, the partnership ended in 2001. Basically, Blockbuster's timing for launching online streaming was terrible. And while Blockbuster was busy failing with Enron, Netflix kept moving forward. Blockbuster soon realized that customers were leaving their stores and choosing Netflix instead. They knew they had to act fast before it was too late. So Blockbuster launched its own DVD subscription service called Blockbuster Online, which worked almost the same as Netflix. Blockbuster believed this move would beat Netflix, but the problem was they were already a little late. By this time, Netflix had raised hundreds of millions of dollars. They had built one of the most advanced websites on the internet, which keeping customers hooked. On top of that, Netflix had created a powerful distribution system that could deliver DVDs to most of its subscribers overnight. However, people were choosing Netflix over Blockbuster for several reasons. First, Netflix had a smart recommendation system called Cinematch that suggested personalized movies by looking at what the user had already watched. Second, Netflix was offering overnight delivery, which became its biggest strength. And lastly, Blockbuster's service quality never even came close to what Netflix was offering. Since they couldn't match Netflix, Blockbuster tried to fight with a price war, cutting prices and even offering 2 free rentals in their stores every month. But this backfired. Instead of helping, it created trouble. More people rushed to grab the free movies, and very quickly the popular and newest movie were out of stock. To make things even worse, in January 2005, Blockbuster made another big mistake. They removed late fees. At first, Blockbuster thought this was great, but late fees were the main source of Blockbuster's income. Without them, the company lost a lot of cash. However, Blockbuster was a little sneaky with its no late fee offer. If someone didn't return a DVD in a week, they converted it into a sale and charged the full DVD price. This made people furious. Things got so bad that Blockbuster was taken to court and had to pay $630,000 in a settlement. But the biggest loss wasn't money, it was trust. People started to lose trust from Blockbuster. In 2006, Blockbuster came up with a new plan called Total Access. The idea sounded simple but very powerful. Customers still need to pay the same monthly fee, but now they had two choices: return DVDs by mail like before, or drop them off at a Blockbuster store and instantly grab another DVD for free. For people, this was an amazing deal, actually even better than Netflix. Because with Netflix, you had to wait for the DVD to arrive in the mail. But with Blockbuster, you could walk into a store and get a movie right away. At first, customers loved it, but for Blockbuster, things went wrong again. People started taking full advantage of this deal, watching a DVD in one day, then returning it the next day and grabbing a new one. Many even did this every single day. Most of the popular movies were gone instantly, and shelves started looking empty all the time. In simple words, Blockbuster was almost giving away unlimited free movies. By the end of 2007, Blockbuster was losing a lot of money. The plan that was supposed to save them was now destroying their profits, and the company started struggling even more. And sadly, within just 3 years, Blockbuster would be out of business.